Good morning, everyone. Imagine just for a moment being told that you have no legs, no arms, no physical abilities to help you stand, run, or embrace the world. How would you react? Would you see a life without hope? A life where joy is out of reach? Now, let me ask you this. What if I told you that some of the happiest, most fulfilled people in the world live with these very challenges every single day? The truth is, life's challenges are not meant to crush us. They are meant to shape us, to mold us into the very best version of ourselves. If you are facing hardship right now, if the weight of your struggles feels unbearable, I want you to know that the key to finding joy is not in avoiding the challenge, but in confronting it with a heart full of hope and resilience. And today I'm going to show you how. Life has a way of throwing unexpected challenges at us, often when we least expect them. Whether it's an unexpected illness, a financial crisis, a broken relationship, or even a professional setback, it's easy to feel like life is working against us. We might wonder why certain events happen to us, question our worth, or even get consumed by frustration. However, the key to thriving amidst adversity lies in shifting our perspective. Challenges are not the roadblocks they seem to be, but the very opportunities we need to grow and transform. When you face a challenge, the natural instinct is to want to run away from it, to ignore it, or even deny its existence. But here's the twist. The most powerful moments of growth often arise in the most difficult times. It's not when everything is perfect that we learn the most about ourselves. It's when we're pushed beyond our limits, when we're forced to confront what seems insurmountable, that we discover who we truly are. Think of it this way. Every challenge is a lesson in disguise. It's a reminder that we are capable of more than we believe. When we confront our difficulties head-on, we are given a chance to develop resilience, patience, and strength. For example, think of someone who has faced a personal health crisis. Initially, the diagnosis may have been devastating, a blow that seemed impossible to recover from. But as they navigate through treatment, confront their fears, and redefine their daily life, they often come out stronger, more appreciative of life's simple moments, more grateful for their health, and more determined to live fully. The challenge, once perceived as a curse, becomes a catalyst for a profound transformation. Similarly, many great achievements in history came not from people who lived without obstacles, but from those who saw their struggles as stepping stones to something greater. The successful entrepreneur who faces failure after failure but refuses to give up. The athlete who recovers from a serious injury only to win a championship title. The artist who endures years of rejection yet eventually creates a masterpiece. These individuals didn't shy away from their struggles. Instead, they faced them with determination, creativity, and a mindset that saw the challenge not as an enemy, but as an opportunity for growth and reinvention. Embracing challenges as opportunities requires a shift in how we view life itself. It's easy to get trapped in a mindset of victimhood, thinking that life is unfair or that we've been dealt a bad hand. But the truth is that every challenge has a silver lining. Every difficulty offers something valuable, whether it's the growth of character, new perspectives, or deeper empathy. When we embrace this mindset, we stop seeing life as something that happens to us and start seeing it as something that happens for us. Ultimately, embracing challenges as opportunities allows us to approach life with an empowered mindset, one that thrives in adversity rather than being defeated by it. It's about recognizing that our greatest growth and achievements are often born from moments of struggle, and understanding that what lies beyond the challenge is often more valuable than we can imagine in the moment. So the next time you face a difficulty, instead of fearing it, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this challenge make me stronger, wiser, and more compassionate? In doing so, you unlock the true power that lies in every struggle and opportunity for growth, change, and an even more fulfilling life. In life, we often find ourselves chasing after happiness, believing that joy lies somewhere just ahead of us at the end of a difficult project, after we've overcome an obstacle, or when we finally achieve a certain goal. It's easy to think that happiness is a destination, a place we arrive at once we've crossed the finish line. But the truth is, joy isn't something we reach after enduring hardship. It's something we can find in the journey itself, no matter where we are along the way. Life is full of twists and turns, peaks and valleys. The moments we celebrate, the milestones we achieve are often fleeting, and it's easy to assume that once we get what we want, we'll experience lasting joy. However, joy doesn't come from the result alone. It comes from how we approach the process. Whether we're working toward a long-term goal or navigating a tough chapter in our lives, true joy is born from embracing the journey and finding meaning in the struggle. When we focus solely on the destination, we often miss the beauty that exists along the way. Consider the example of a long-distance runner. While the race may be grueling and exhausting, many athletes describe the joy they find in the rhythm of their strides, the calm in their mind, and the camaraderie of the race itself. It's not just about crossing the finish line, it's about the experience, the growth, and the challenges faced along the way that make the victory all the more meaningful. In the same way, when we approach life with the intention of finding joy in the process, we become more present, more engaged, and more appreciative of the small everyday moments. Even in the face of hardship, joy can still be found. We may be faced with a tough situation, whether it's a job we dislike, a relationship that's strained, or personal struggles we can't seem to shake. It's easy to get bogged down by frustration, wishing for the day when the struggle ends. But here's the powerful truth. Even in the toughest times, there is always something to appreciate. The key is learning to shift our focus from the negative to the positive, even in the smallest of things. The warmth of a comforting cup of tea, the support of a friend, the beauty of a sunrise, these are all small but significant pieces of joy that can make all the difference. When we become aware of these moments, we can see that joy isn't confined to happy times but exists throughout the entirety of our lives. Finding joy in the journey also requires letting go of the need for perfection. Life will never be entirely without challenges, setbacks, or imperfections, but that's what makes the journey worthwhile. In fact, the imperfections are often what make life rich and meaningful. When we can embrace the bumps in the road, knowing they are part of a much larger picture, we release the pressure to have everything perfectly in place. This mindset shifts us from a state of constant striving for a distant happiness to a place of contentment and fulfillment in the here and now. It's important to remember that the journey is not just about reaching a goal, it's about who we become along the way. The lessons we learn, the wisdom we gain, and the person we evolve into are what truly shape our lives. So whether you're navigating a challenge, working toward a dream, or simply moving through your daily routine, take a moment to step back and appreciate the path you're on. Find joy in the learning, the growth, and the simple act of moving forward. When you shift your focus to the journey, you'll find that joy isn't something you have to wait for, it's something that's available to you right now. How we approach life's challenges shapes not only how we experience them, but also what we take away from them. Our attitude, the lens through which we view the world, has the power to transform even the most difficult situations into opportunities for growth and learning. It is often said that while we may not be able to control the events that happen to us, we can always control how we respond to them. And in many ways, this response is what determines the outcome of our struggles. A positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring the reality of a tough situation or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. It doesn't mean putting on a facade or suppressing your true feelings. Instead, it's about choosing to respond with hope, resilience, and a willingness to see beyond the immediate discomfort. It's about recognizing that no matter how overwhelming the challenge, there is always a way forward, always a lesson to be learned, and always a path to greater understanding. Consider the story of someone who loses their job unexpectedly. The initial reaction might be one of shock, fear, and frustration. It's natural to feel upset in such a situation, but it's the next step that really matters, how they choose to view their situation. Someone with a positive attitude might see this as an opportunity to reassess their career, learn new skills, or pursue a passion they've long neglected. Instead of being defeated by the setback, they use it as a springboard for reinvention. On the other hand, someone with a negative attitude might feel defeated, lost, and overwhelmed by the uncertainty, focusing solely on what they've lost rather than what they can gain. The reality is that both individuals may face similar challenges, but the one who approaches the situation with an open mind and a hopeful outlook is far more likely to find success in the long run. This is the power of attitude. It can turn setbacks into stepping stones, failures into lessons, and obstacles into opportunities. When you approach life's difficulties with a positive mindset, you train yourself to see beyond the immediate frustration and focus on the bigger picture. Rather than getting stuck in the problem, you begin to focus on the solution, seeking out new possibilities and innovative ways to move forward. A positive attitude allows you to bounce back from adversity with greater strength and clarity, knowing that each challenge is an invitation to grow. Moreover, attitude is contagious. When you maintain a positive outlook in the face of adversity, you inspire others to do the same. Your determination and resilience can serve as a beacon of hope to those around you, creating an environment where optimism and possibility thrive. This ripple effect is especially powerful in challenging times when people are looking for a reason to keep going, a reason to believe that things will get better. A positive attitude not only improves your own well-being, but it also lifts others up, creating a shared sense of hope and motivation. It's also important to note that attitude influences not only how we respond to challenges, but also how we approach everyday life. Cultivating an attitude of gratitude, for example, can radically change how we view our circumstances. Even in the toughest of times, there's always something to be thankful for, whether it's the support of loved ones, the lessons we've learned, or the simple act of being alive. By focusing on what's good rather than what's wrong, we can foster a mindset that is both resilient and joyful. Ultimately, attitude is a choice. Life's challenges are inevitable, but how we face them is entirely up to us. By choosing a positive attitude, we can shift our focus from the negative and open ourselves to the endless possibilities that exist in every moment. In the end, it's not the events themselves that define us, but the way we choose to respond to them. And with the right attitude, we can turn any challenge into a stepping stone toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. In the face of adversity, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of what lies ahead. When life challenges us, whether through personal loss, health crisis, financial struggles, or other difficult circumstances, it's natural to feel small in comparison to the obstacles we face. But the truth is, our inner strength is far greater than any external circumstance. The strength to overcome life's difficulties lies not in the world around us, but within ourselves, deep in our hearts, minds, and spirits. This inner strength is something that often goes untapped until we're faced with a challenge. We often underestimate our own capacity to handle hardship. When life seems to knock us down, our first instinct is to retreat, to give in to despair or frustration. But it's in these very moments when we feel most vulnerable that our true strength begins to shine. The power to endure, to push through the pain, to find resilience in the face of overwhelming difficulty is something that exists in all of us. It's not about being fearless or invincible. It's about summoning the courage to keep moving forward even when the path seems unclear. Take, for example, the story of someone who has been through a serious illness or injury. At first, the road to recovery seems impossible. The physical pain is unbearable and the mental strain feels like a never-ending weight. But as time passes, something remarkable happens. The person begins to find strength in places they didn't know existed. They push through the dark moments, drawing on a resilience they never thought they had. Through the process, they not only recover physically, but also grow mentally and emotionally. They discover that their strength lies not in their circumstances, but in their ability to choose how to respond to them. This inner strength is also about the way we handle stress, disappointment, and failure. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and there will always be times when things don't turn out the way we hoped. But the ability to rise from these setbacks, to learn from them and move forward is what defines true inner strength. When we face adversity, our mindset plays a critical role in determining how we cope with the situation. Those who believe in their own strength and refuse to give up are far more likely to come through difficult times stronger and wiser than before. What's more, inner strength doesn't just manifest in extreme situations. It shows up in the quiet moments too, the everyday decisions to persist, to keep going even when it feels easier to quit. It's in the small acts of courage that we demonstrate when we face our fears, whether it's having a tough conversation, making a change, or standing up for what we believe in. Each of these moments adds to the reservoir of strength we carry within us, reminding us that we are capable of far more than we often give ourselves credit for. There's also something deeply empowering about recognizing that our strength is not dictated by the external forces at play in our lives. No matter how challenging our situation, we always have the ability to tap into a deeper well of inner resolve. It's this inner strength that empowers us to persevere through hardship, to find purpose in our struggles, and to turn adversity into an opportunity for growth. Ultimately, the realization that our inner strength is greater than our circumstances is liberating. It shifts the focus away from what we can't control, the challenges, the setbacks, the uncertainties, and places it squarely on what we can control, our ability to respond with resilience, determination, and grace. When we believe in our own inner power, we stop seeing ourselves as victims of our circumstances and start seeing ourselves as the creators of our own destiny, capable of overcoming whatever life throws our way. The way we perceive the world around us has a profound effect on how we experience life's challenges. Our perspective shapes everything from how we handle setbacks to how we approach opportunities. When we are faced with difficulty, it is easy to become consumed by negative thoughts, focusing only on the obstacles in our way. But shifting our perspective can completely transform the way we deal with life's hurdles. The power of perspective lies in our ability to choose how we see our circumstances, and in doing so, we choose how we experience them. Consider two people who face the same difficult situation. One person sees only the roadblocks, the struggles, and the pain. They focus solely on what they've lost and the challenges they are facing, feeling trapped and powerless. The other person, though facing the same circumstances, chooses to see the situation differently. They focus on what they can control, what they can learn from the experience, and what opportunities lie in the midst of the struggle. While both individuals may be confronted with the same external situation, their experiences of it are vastly different. The person with the positive perspective sees the challenge as an opportunity to grow, adapt, and change, while the other may feel defeated, unable to see the light at the end of the tunnel. This shows just how powerful our perspective can be in shaping our lives. The human mind is incredibly adaptable, and it's within our power to train ourselves to look at life through a different lens. By consciously choosing to focus on the positives, no matter how small, they can have a profound impact on our mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. When faced with hardship, a simple change in perspective can make all the difference. For example, someone going through a difficult job search might initially feel discouraged by the rejections they face. However, shifting their perspective to see each rejection as a step closer to the right opportunity can help them remain motivated. This shift in mindset from seeing rejection as failure to viewing it as part of the learning process allows them to stay focused, positive, and determined. This doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties or pretending they don't exist. Life's challenges are real, and they often carry weight. But it means recognizing that our response to those challenges is what ultimately shapes our journey. By choosing a positive perspective, we can take power over the situation instead of allowing the situation to control us. This shift in how we view adversity doesn't diminish its impact, but it enables us to approach it with strength and confidence. The power of perspective is also seen in our ability to appreciate the little things, especially in times of struggle. Sometimes when things seem hard, we can become so focused on the larger issues that we miss the smaller moments of beauty, gratitude, and joy that exist around us. A walk outside on a crisp day, the laughter of a loved one, a moment of kindness. These moments can be easily overlooked, but they carry immense power in helping us shift our mindset and reconnect with what truly matters. By training ourselves to notice the positives, we begin to create a more balanced and fulfilling experience, even in the face of adversity. Ultimately, the power of perspective lies in the recognition that we are the ones who shape how we experience life. No matter how difficult or overwhelming the circumstances may seem, we always have the ability to choose how we respond. By focusing on what we can control, embracing a mindset of growth, and finding gratitude even in tough times, we unlock the power to transform our challenges into opportunities. Life may not always be easy, but our perspective has the power to make it more meaningful, fulfilling, and rewarding. In the midst of hardship, it's easy to lose sight of the things we are grateful for. When life presents us with challenges, whether personal, professional, or emotional, it can feel as if the weight of the world is on our shoulders, and everything around us seems bleak. However, gratitude is one of the most powerful tools we have to shift our mindset, transform our struggles, and turn even the most difficult circumstances into opportunities for growth and healing. It's not about denying the reality of our challenges, but about choosing to focus on what is positive and valuable, even in the hardest of times. When we practice gratitude, we are actively training our minds to look for the good even when life feels overwhelming. It's easy to take things for granted in our everyday lives, the people we love, our health, a safe place to live, but when we face adversity, we are often reminded of just how much we have to be thankful for. Even in the darkest moments, there is always something to appreciate. It could be a friend who offers support, a lesson learned from a setback, or even the fact that we are still standing, still pushing forward despite the difficulties we face. Gratitude allows us to reframe our experiences and view them from a new perspective. Instead of seeing a challenge as a curse, we can begin to see it as an opportunity for growth, self-discovery, or change. Think about how many people find themselves reinventing their lives after a major setback, whether it's losing a job, going through a difficult breakup, or experiencing a health scare. Initially, these events might seem like disasters, but in hindsight, many people come to realize that these struggles led to profound changes in their lives, often for the better. They learned new skills, discovered inner strength they didn't know they had, and gained a deeper appreciation for the things that truly matter. Gratitude also helps us find peace within the chaos. When everything around us feels out of control, focusing on the things we are thankful for can create a sense of stability and calm. By taking a moment each day to reflect on the positive aspects of our lives, we can reduce stress, improve our mood, and even boost our physical health. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can lower blood pressure, improve sleep, and enhance overall well-being. This simple act of acknowledging the good can have a profound impact on how we navigate life's challenges. Furthermore, gratitude fosters resilience. When we focus on what we have rather than what we've lost or what we're missing, we develop a mindset that is more flexible and adaptable. It's easy to get stuck in the why me mentality when things aren't going our way, but gratitude shifts that focus to what can I learn from this? Or how can I grow from this experience? This shift in thinking encourages a greater sense of control and empowerment, even when life seems uncertain. At the heart of gratitude is the recognition that we are not alone in our struggles. There are always people, experiences, and lessons that can help us through even the toughest times. By acknowledging and appreciating the support we receive, we strengthen our connections with others and create a sense of community and shared understanding. Gratitude helps us stay grounded, reminding us that we are all part of something larger than ourselves. In conclusion, gratitude is a transformative practice that turns struggles into blessings. By focusing on the positive aspects of our lives, even in the face of difficulty, we can find peace, resilience, and hope. Life's challenges are inevitable, but our ability to choose gratitude, to see the blessings within the struggles, gives us the strength to move forward with grace, confidence, and a renewed sense of purpose.